So remember that we're doing management roles, and we've just done a couple of videos on planning. Planning's quite large, but so we're going to finish off our acronym POLC. So P for planning. Now we're going to do look at organising, leading, and controlling. So organising, process of coordinating an organisation's human, financial resources and physical resources to achieve objectives. So this is where the manager, as it says, coordinates all its resources. Remember, they are limited resources to the best of their ability in order to achieve the objectives of the organisation. So it could be a million things that they need to organise, but here's just a couple of examples. They might need to organise the human resources and make sure that they have enough people employed, that they have enough people in the right places of the organisation. They need to organise meetings so that people know what's going on. They need to organise their finances to ensure there's enough money and that there's enough money for each department. They need to ensure that their machinery is in the right place and in the right sequence so that it's the most efficient. Organise any timelines, any rosters. There's various different things that they need to organise. But this is the second key management role. Next is leading. So leading is the process of directing and coordinating tasks, but I think more importantly is that it influences and motivates staff to achieve goals and objectives. Remember, so a manager is a leader. They need to lead by example, be self-disciplined, be really good communicators so that they can motivate their employees and also lead by example. So if there's we spoke about culture earlier in this outcome. If you want to influence people to take on the key values of the organisation, you need to lead by example as a manager. Type of management style, which we'll go into later on, will help influence leadership. All right, so where there's certain communication, you need to demand respect and make sure that they're motivating and influencing their employees to act in a positive manner for the organisation. The last key management role is controlling. Now we need to be careful with this word. You need to know it and write it as controlling, but a big mistake that students make is that they often, when they define it, they say controlling is having control of your employees. It is not that at all. It is far from it. In actual fact, what it is, it's a better word for it is monitoring. You can't say that a key management role is monitoring though. You need to say that it is controlling, but it's a way of evaluating. So what you do, you need to establish benchmarks. So this is what we're expecting in order to achieve. Could be sales benchmarks or it could be staff turnover benchmarks. Then determine a method, how you're actually going to measure it. So what key performance indicator or what performance indicator you're going to use to actually measure that benchmark. Then measure the performance, compare the actual performance against what your benchmark is, and then take any corrective action where that's necessary. So if you're not quite meeting your benchmark, so if your actual performance is not meeting your preferred performance, then you've got to do something about it. And then it might be that you act on leadership or you go through another planning process. But the controlling part of the key management role is monitoring and evaluating performance.